Hello and welcome to this special interview. Today we are interviewing Robin Good, who is one of the persons that I really admire and read every day. He has been doing internet publishing for 10 years online, which is huge. He has also been using video marketing and many interesting technologies for a long, long time. And other specific things we can say about him is that he has more than 1 million views on YouTube, which is really interesting. And he has also done more than $1 million in AdSense revenue using his site Master New Media. And I think most importantly, he has his website on 4 different languages, and we promote being international, and that's really great thing. And his website gets almost 1 million views some months with all those different languages. Robin, how are you doing? And did I get all that right?
Lasse, I'm doing very fine. Thank you for inviting me. You got most of those rights. The YouTube one was 4, not 1. But I mean, I feel already ashamed of being placed on the podium. Thank you for showcasing all of my good facts, data about what I've been able to accomplish. To listen to them, it does give me some extra confidence that I should go ahead in the moments that I don't feel too much okay. But thank you
Excellent.
for inviting me. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for coming. So let's go straight to our topic, which is video marketing or general using video in your communication online. And can you tell your opinion first, because you have been doing long time videos, and I can see you have so many videos. Once I saw that you have more than 600 videos, and I have always told that in my presentations that you can put big quantity of videos online. But tell me something about video duration. How long should video be nowadays when you upload a video to online or YouTube?
This is a great question. Video duration is some of the one of the obstacles that people run into when they first start making videos because they don't have clearly an idea what is the best timing. They have different models to look at. They tend to lean back on the traditional media that they've been looking at for a long time, and therefore they get often in the wrong field or in the wrong duration, to be specific. One important relationship of duration is the one that takes place with trust, I think. That is, the more you are trusted and the more you have built a relationship with someone, the more time that person is willing to spend listening to you. But if you're breaking in for the first time, if you're launching a new site, if you're presenting yourself with a new blog or video blog, and you're introducing some interesting facts, news, reports, some screencasts, people may be, if they don't know you yet, much less willing to spend significant time with you because time available for us, it's decreasing by the day. I tell you, it's becoming less and less. Even to some important people that write into my email, sometimes I have to push them back for a few days. Imagine somebody me sending me a link to see a video of somebody that I don't know, that I'm not dying for. So my practice is, if with video and you are introducing yourself and you're no one yet, stay short and dense with the high value information or entertainment or whatever you've got. So that means staying within 3 minutes to me, not more. If
Excellent.
instead you have already established a relationship with your audience and you're giving them tutorials, guides, screencasts, well, you can go on for 20, 30, even 40 minutes or more without thinking that you're going to be losing them because you're just giving extra value to people who have already decided to trust you fully. That's the advice.
Excellent. And really good advice. Can you tell us something about video SEO? How do you rank with videos, or any tips or experiences you can share?
Well, Lasse, you are really a pro in video marketing, so I don't wanna, I don't wanna take your place because your audience already knows
No, no.
a lot of good tips from you. So the basics are the ones you have been telling your people already. Maybe what I can add is something that may have not been considering, that most people don't consider, and that is kind of mature now. Now, you've seen that on YouTube videos in particular, you can activate or turn on the closed caption feature. Now you say, what does that have to do with video? A lot to do. Why? Because Google has bought a couple of years ago a company that makes a software that is able to take a video and make a transcription of it. But this software is not yet that great. But while it is not perfect, it does some very useful stuff. Listen to this. If you take any video you have, first of all, you can go in edit caption for this video. You can do this for actually any video that is on YouTube. Click there and ask for machine transcription. There is a button there. If you click it, that software will kick into place and will do its best, the best that it can. Now you can take that text file that it will produce and edit and correct it and make it perfect so that you can save some time. Better than that, you can take your video and go to a company like www.castingwords.com. That is castingwords, one word, .com. That company, if you give a URL of a video, they will transcribe it for you in English in a text file. Now, with that text file, you can go to YouTube, upload it, and what that software will do for you is it will create automatic time code for that text so that it can be displayed over your video as closed captions. Now you're going to say, hey, Robin, but what's the deal in having closed caption for SEO? And it's going to be distracting. It's going to be annoying to see that stuff there. Not right. First, the more there is something happening on your screen, the more people are going to pay attention. Pay attention to when you're going to be looking at the video of a video presentation is on the screen, you're doing something else. If you're close by the screen, you're going to pay attention anytime the slide changes, something happens on the screen, because your peripheral vision is going to notice. So until there is something happening on the screen, you're going to pay more attention. Secondly, people who are not, for example, able to listen to your video, and there is a good number of these people as well, can read your captions. Thirdly, and most importantly, Google can now finally tell you what is exactly inside your video, because you're given Google the exact text transcription of what is there moment by moment. So you're not only providing a better service to your customers of different kinds, not only you're keeping their attention higher, but you're giving extra juice to Google to tell where you belong when people make searches, because now he knows beyond the title and the tags and the description what you're all about.
Excellent. That was really complete and an interesting tip. I think so few people are using. So thanks for that. One thing I cannot help asking is that since you have more than 600 videos, how do you come up with the topics of recording a new video? Because that's the biggest problem of people who are starting. They don't know what should I say or how should I make my videos. So can you give some ideas?
Well, the most business-oriented idea is to stay in tune with what your people, your audience, your fans really want. So if you have a newsletter, or if you run a forum, or if you run some webinars every once in a while, you want to be listening in between the lines of what people say, what people are complaining about, what problems they have. They are not able to do this. This is too expensive. I'm looking for something else. What's out there? So if you listen to the stuff, you get a lot of interesting topics on which you can prepare yourself if you need to, and go out and make some interesting videos, report articles, or other things. That's one. For me, it comes that I have a lot of things that I think about myself that interest me, that I say, wow, this is an idea, or look, this is a problem, or here is an interesting person, I want to know what they think about this. So I try just to take all of the opportunities that come up in my life as possible inspirations for a new topic. The problem there is that most of us have all these ideas and all these opportunities for a topic coming up during the day, but we let them go almost consciously. So the advice is what? Buy a little notebook, put it in your pocket, and when that idea comes, no matter where you are, note it down so that when you come in front of the computer, you don't have to start anew and say, oh, what am I going to do now? You have them listed there because as they come, you keep noting them.
Excellent. That's a great advice. And the other thing I would like to ask, since your website, masternewmedia.org, which is something we recommend everybody to go, has such a lot of content, and nowadays, especially 2011, there's a huge competition on content and SEO and everything. Can you give some tips for people who are start their website or blog or WordPress, and they are thinking, how much should I include video inside when I'm writing articles or when I'm blogging? So can you share any ideas? Should people only do video on their blogging, or should they have article and video, or only articles, or what do you think?
Well, I think that the future is about communicating more and better to other people. People want to be informed, people want to learn new things, people want to understand how things work. So we are not all skilled PhDs in new media communication. So we got to go gradually at this, because it's not a matter of, you need this and this, so you go buy it and you do it. Yeah, it's only a matter of clicks, but we know that doing video and not understanding what you're doing, or writing articles or blogs without really understanding what is going to be looking professional or sounding academic or informal are all aspects that are going to come back at you as a boomerang, and generally with negative consequences. So my advice is, first of all, go for what you're good at. You're good at writing, or you feel good about writing. You're not a good writer yet, but you feel good about writing. Go and do it. Write, and try to improve upon yourself by having somebody else read it back to you, or you becoming critical by reading your stuff after a day or two. Don't write and post. Don't do that ever. Write, let it sit down, let it stir a bit, and then come back with a fresh mind and look at it so that you can gradually improve and be critical to your own writing. When it comes to video, well, do you feel good? You like the idea of doing video? If yes, then pursue it and mix it with the text. I wouldn't go just for video or for text only. I think that by mixing and adding up different kind of media can provide a better user experience for whoever else, whoever are your fans and whatever they're interested into. So maybe I would extend my written report, which has specific data and information, with an interview. I mean, an interview in video is so much more interesting than an interview in text. Now, I would also provide a transcription of the video so that Google can learn what's inside there if I don't use the method we said before. So I guess it's a gradual learning in adding up different communication skills: text, video, then learning how to do screencasts, then how to do a guide, then maybe adding up some curation, bringing in social media inside there, adding up in the these are just more tools that help you communicate better. So as you learn them, you add them up.
Excellent. And our last question is, can you define this topic that you mentioned many times on your website, video curation, and what it means and what should people do with it?
Curation is the trend that is going to sweep the whole content publishing field, because we have so much content out there and so much of it is so bad that we are having, each one of us, a hard time following and learning what we want. Because even you and me, we have a number of blogs we like about video, we follow them, but these guys keep increasing the number of posts they make every day, every week, and this number of blogs keep increasing. And so it doesn't matter if you're a geek type of person and use an RSS reader and aggregator, still there is so much stuff It's very hard to follow it all. So naturally, consciously or unconsciously, what is going to happen to you is that you're going to rely more and more on some reference points. This may be a person or a website that acts as an intermediator, a middleman for you by going out to all the video production, all the video publishing, all the video marketing sites, news feeds, blogs, and takes out the very best, the stuff that you cannot skip. Because to know what you can skip, you would have to read them all.
Yes.
So you can save a lot of time if there is somebody that has your same type of approach, the same type of interest, and does all this as a full-time business. He checks out everything and he brings you the best. Now, when you do this work of aggregating, monitoring, selecting, and packaging together information that is about a specific topic, theme, or interest, then you're doing what they call curation. You are curating or collecting and selecting and bringing together stuff on a very specific topic so that you can save people time. You start looking like the expert on the topic, because if you're looking at all those topics and you can select the best, well, you must be competent yourself. It does give you a lot of good exposure, possibility of a link back and SEO value if you do this properly. So there is, beyond the personal benefits, a lot of value for the others, because you're reading these days, for example, Google is full of spam. Google is not anymore a good search engine. And, you know, there is some truth to that, because you see when you search for something that a lot of the results are not good enough. The algorithms are not good enough, or the website masters have learned all the ways to get around the algorithms. So what we're going to be counting on happening in the near future is that I'm going to rely much more on Lasse and Bob and Jim and Jeff and Margarita, which are my experts on video publishing, to know what is happening, rather than searching and expecting Google to tell me. So as the ending gift that you can go away with about curation and video is this. Also for video, there is an enormous quantity of video out there. If you go to YouTube and you try to have a wonderful experience, like if you like when you turn on TV or you go to the movies, forget it. It's impossible. There is so much junk, you're just gonna get out frustrated from that experience. So what you would be looking now is to have a YouTube of the greatest boxing fights that have ever happened. Maybe you're a boxing fan, or YouTube about the best commercial ads that have gone on TV because you study about advertising, or the best, most interesting videos on how to grow plants. Now, there are a million possible different topics, but I tell you one thing. The future in video or in content is about people and companies that will do this. Go out in the ocean, try to find the relevant sources which continuously change, monitor them, and pick up the very best and create a channel for that. That's what we need in all fields across all topics. So if you are into video, but you are not into this type of video, well, you still have a great opportunity in trying to become a director producer that creates a channel in which there is the best of video about what other people have created. Because if I want it right now, it's not there. You cannot find it. So right there is an opportunity.
Excellent. That was really good description. Is there any websites yet about video curation, or
Yeah, yeah.
anyone that you can share or something?
Yeah, you can go out, for example, take some inspiration from Vidque, that is vidque.com, if I'm correct, or devour.com, that is devour.com. These are video curation sites. I would also recommend you go out to Google and you type real-time news curation tools. I have created a map in which there are about over 100 tools to do curation, and they are divided in different nodes. This is a visual map. So
Wow.
if you go around about at hour 5 or 5:30 p.m., imagining we're talking in a military language, if you go around the hour 5, there is a node that's called video curation tools, and there are a growing number of tools like short form, magnify, and others that allow you to create a channel with videos that you select, just like a YouTube playlist, but more fancy.
Nice. Excellent, Robin, and thank you so much for sharing these things. And I totally agree that video curation will be really important and necessary for most of us since internet will be so full of content. So just finishing up, thanks for your time. And anything you would like to say to people just by to end this conversation?
Absolutely. Go out and try these things. Don't believe any word that I said. Experiment for yourself. Don't trust any guru. Try out what works for you and do it.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Robin.
Thank you, Lasse.